Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Red is the colour, the only colour. Big chance!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he get it through? Bruno Fernandes. De Jong. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Manchester United with the corner, there first. He's in a great position here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Gullit, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Taken back almost at once.
It's impossible to ignore the genius that is Andrea Pirlo. He plays a deeper midfield role, but his whole game is designed to spray passes forward.
Just one of a kind.
Yeah, these guys now are almost extinct.
Pirlo does well to stand firm and defend it. Isak. Pull it. Now it's Bellingham. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lahm. And it's Pirlo. Great ball, and he's in here. Gullit! It's there!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Quality ball. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham can see things others simply cannot.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pirlo opts for safety. And here's Isak, and he's worked it through. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Bergkamp is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And it's Vieira. That looks a cracking ball. Isak is flagged offside. Van Dijk. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Van Dijk knocks it into space. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, it's come loose. Now that looks a decent ball. Caught offside that time. Pirlo. That's a cute ball. Oh, delightful ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Thuram. Saliba. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that has been cleared. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a sharp little... And a chance! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Wriggles his way through, and this is Hullet. Fired deep towards the back post. Bruno Fernandes. Aimed beyond the defence. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He's looking wide. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
That's good defensive concentration.
Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's through, now is he in? Takes a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Menu. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
We're down, but we're far from out. Now let's all rally behind the boys and show them a bit of support.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's a little off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Looking to play him in. Passing is crisp and sharp. Pirlo calmly anticipates. Driving forward. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. They've won a corner. Manchester United have their second corner now. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Isak goes on a charge down the left. That's good play. He's shifting through the gears here. Bruno Fernandes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tries to pass it through.
The attendance for this match was
Ferdinand wins the duel this time. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
It's Asa! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And this is Ronaldo. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to play it through, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh no, that was never going to make it. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Isak, and he's managed to get free. Isak. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So a chance here, what can they make of it? Looking to widen the gap even further here.
Manchester United, number 37, Mainu. Number 20, Mbeumo.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bruno Fernandes. Number 11, Hazard.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Number 9, Federico Valverde.
Lovely feet.
Number 22,
De Jong.
Mohamed Salah. Number
Look at the space here.
Suarez. Number 17.
That defending is
Schneider.
unapologetically
Number
persistent.
7,
It's almost personal. And it had to
Substitutions
be.
taking place.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. Not the most convincing of passes. Can he spark a counter here? Manchester United are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And here's Suarez. Schneider. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Schneider is offering a right smile there. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's a promising position. Oh, what a climb! Oh, that was no routine save.
Palmer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's a decent clearance.
2 added minutes has
Time
been
added
indicated.
on will be 2 minutes. Now it's Maldini. Plays it in low. And that was very necessary. Schneider does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Maldini. That's very neat. And that is as far as it goes. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here, it really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, if you did just miss it, they are up and running already. Well, there's a probing ball, and here's Rooney. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thuram clears.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is...
Big chance!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Lahm plays it short, and it's Roberto Carlos.
Lahm delivers.
Defending of the desperate variety. Just eases him off the ball. Valverde. Pirlo is strong enough. And he's forced to go back. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the... Pirlo! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Well read. Nice interception. And here's Hullet. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening. Pirlo! Tremendous from Pirlo! A finish of true class! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Quarter of an hour played.
No way through. Nicely aimed pass.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And that's a good...
Oh, shooting chance! He's scored!
Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Burnley are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Gravenberg.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Hullet. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rooney.
Rooney going face-to-face with his great rival.
Lahm. And the counter is on.
Thuram wins the duel this time.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. And the shot! He's got a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now that looks a decent ball.
Played into space out wide.
Goes for a shot!
Now it's Rooney. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Cleared without complication. Gravenberch is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Bellingham. Manchester United are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. That's an imaginative pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Distributed tidily.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's tidy. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Great vision. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he shoots! That's a lovely, neat pass. Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pass somewhat off target. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, nice touch. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. That was well played, well stopped.
And he was quick to react. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Rooney. And here's Vinicius Junior.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Rooney. Oh, delightful ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender...
Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Pirlo. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. It's a really well-measured ball. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. Valverde is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Can he latch on to this? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark.
That's good play from him. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Pirlo has found the net here, of course. And he's on his way!
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Pirlo. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now the delivery. Tries to get it clear. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bellingham. Played back. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Pirlo. Oh, good spread. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very... Tries a shot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! And yes, it's there!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him.
Vieira!
Valverde. Gravenberch. Bruno Fernandes. And we're done. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to today's
all the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well...
Valverde! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's in a great position here.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Valverde knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Long ball upfield. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Burnley do have a chance to counter here. Oh no, what has happened here? And it's Pirlo. So we're still where we started right now. Great defending, strong and determined. Good read, needed to be. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Schmeichel trying to keep this in. Cross to the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Bellingham. Now, and the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
De Jong. Valverde. Matheus Cunha. Looking to play him in. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. And he's being shifted off it. Bellingham did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. No, it's come to nothing. De Jong. That's Maldini. Isak. It could be in. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Crossed into the middle. And that has been cleared. Best.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's beaten the last man. Valverde. Oh, good take in a good area. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been won straight back. And that was nowhere near his best. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, really good feet. Lahm pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ibrahimovic. He's gone for goal! Good strike, quite an alarm. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Bergomi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's in a good position. And a chance! There it is! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and...
Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Ibrahimovic.
There will be 1
Roberto
minute
Carlos
added time.
is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Ibrahimovic touches it back. And it's Bellingham. Shot could be on, and he's lost his man here. Ferdinand, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Ferdinand. Lahm. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Thuram cannot be beaten that easily. Played back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through, and he's intervened well there. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great vision. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Lahm goes short. Almost an hour gone. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! No mistake! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Burnley are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. De Jong. And here's Rooney. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that has not gone well. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, nicely intercepted. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Matheus Cunha. Real chance! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 22, George Best. Number 10.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Bellingham.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Federico Valverde. Coming on the field. Number 11.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Number 20.
And he is going into that little black book.
8.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
He's given it away. He's got away.
Substitution in progress.
Schneider. Some resolute defending there. Ferdinand is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Distributed tidily. Aimed in toward... Big header! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won. Manchester United really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Dembele?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Lahm looking to run onto it. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Manchester United have a free kick. Ferdinand has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Well, it dominates aerially so often. And it's Vieira. Lahm. And he's away. Picked out... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. You know, you just know there is no stopping. And that's that. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And as you can see, we've already started here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday. And that was really...
There's the shot! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Maldini gets a foot in here. No foul, says the referee. Played out towards the right wing. Now, can they get him away? Donatoni. Now, this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Now it's shapes to shoot! Kaka. And they can counter here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Sneijder! Oh, he's played it in low. Kaka quietly revving up. Milan are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. That's an imaginative pass. Spread neatly. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Hullet.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Sneijder. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's found a way through.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He's making a real surge on the left. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, the movement. Shot a goal! It's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Milan have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
In with the challenge. Sneijder. Ball driven towards the far post. Sneijder plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, there's a probing ball, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good spread. Nedved. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Nicely shaped ball. Nedved. And he's in on goal. Rijkaard. And here's the chance to counter.
And it's McTominay. Pirlo. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Donatoni. Aimed beyond the defence.
Roberto Carlos.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
He has found the way through.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Goes for the shot! Pirlo. Cannavaro. And it's Kaka.
And here's Shevchenko. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
How would you review the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half